I'm so excited about the new year, and with the new year comes many opportunities to improve our menu plans for our families, and that's going to start this week in my home with the breakfast that I prepare for my family. So I'm excited to share 3 make-ahead breakfasts that are going to make breakfast time super easy, but also give you many opportunities to give your family healthy, nourishing food at the very beginning of the day. If you're anything like me, the new year is a wonderful opportunity to just revamp, start over, and remove some of the old habits that have crept in during last year. I'm really excited to try to bring new and exciting recipes to my family while making nutrition the foundation of every meal that I provide for them. I know I'm gonna make some mix-ups, and I know that we're gonna have to do a couple of do-overs, but I'm really excited about all of the opportunities that this new year provides for us to give our family healthy, nourishing meals. And today I'm excited to share these 3 make-ahead breakfasts with you. You'll have to excuse the slow start for our apple muffins. Lane wanted to help me make those, and I never want to deny him an opportunity in the kitchen. So I hope that you enjoy watching us make those apple muffins together, and I promise on the last 2 recipes they go a lot quicker. So let's start with these delicious apple muffins that are the perfect start to any morning. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, the first thing we need to do is peel and chop our apples. I'm gonna peel them, and then after I get the peel off, then you can chop them up. How about that?
Yeah, Mommy, that's so cool.
I know, I wonder if we can get it up. I was just about to say, I wonder if we can get it in one long string, but Mama is not very good at that. I decided to use 6 small apples. That way each muffin will have at least 1/2 of a serving of fruit. That will help us start our mornings off in a really healthy and sustainable way. I really hope to take this year and improve the quality of food that I provide for my family. I want to make more things from...
Oh, don't cut my finger.
I'm not. I want to make more...
Mom, you just got a knife on here and...
I'm watching. I want to make more things from scratch, learn how to make different recipes that I've not really tried before, and I'm hoping that this will be a really good motivating start for me to provide healthy meals for the entire day instead of just focusing on healthy meals for dinner. It's hard to always be thinking about health and nutrition, especially when you're busy and running around trying to get everything done in the morning. So I figure it is the best option for us to do it on a slow day, maybe during the weekend or on a less busy day during the week. That way they'll be ready to go when everybody is running around and everything gets a little bit hectic. Because in my house, when things get hectic, nutrition might be one of the first things to go out the window. Pour all 6 apples into this bowl. We've chopped them up as fine as we could. Pop it on the towel. Next up, I have ground some whole wheat flour. You can also use regular all-purpose flour for this, but we need 1.5 cups.
I want to.
Okay.
No, I can't see it. My dad's back a hole.
This year, I'm also really gonna start using more whole wheat in our recipes. I just have been researching and see the huge benefit of eating whole, fresh ground flour instead of the all-purpose flour. I'll still use all-purpose flour a lot, but we're gonna start using this more regularly. I don't have any jars of applesauce. Jars of applesauce, so we're gonna put that in there. Squeeze all of it out, okay? That's 1/2 cup of applesauce. So we're gonna do 1/2 cup of honey.
I got a sign. Whoa.
That's a lot.
Num.
I
want to make strawberry honey cake.
Strawberry honey cake instead of apple.
Yeah.
2 teaspoons of baking powder. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. 1 teaspoon of salt.
I got on the silver. Sorry. My bad, baby.
Okay, so now we're gonna mix this together.
Mom, I want to do it.
We'll do it.
I didn't watch you. I just want to do it, but I can watch you.
Now that that's all mixed together, we're gonna add 1/4 cup of butter. You can also use coconut oil or any other kind of oil. We're gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. We're gonna crack 1 egg.
I just want to do it on.
I've learned a really good trick when you're making something and you get an eggshell into your egg. If you use the eggshell itself to pull the eggshell, the little piece of eggshell out, it works perfect every time.
I can do it.
Okay, you pour that in there. Good. And then we need 1/3 cup of milk.
Oh, like cocoa milk.
All right. Now let's mix everything together. Can you start putting these in while I mix up the rest of it?
Okay.
This looks really good.
I got all food.
Okay, so let's take our spoon and pour about, I guess that's about 1/2 cup in each muffin tin. Now our oven is preheated to 375 and cook these for about 15 minutes and see how they are. I really think these are the perfect breakfast muffins. I've really been enjoying them in the mornings this week, and I think that the wheat flour just adds so much texture and depth to the muffins. I'm gonna leave a link down below so that you can check out the grain meal for yourself. They're fairly affordable, and I think they're gonna make a really big difference when it comes to the nutrition that I can provide for my family. So be sure and check it out, but mainly be sure and give these muffins a try. Next up, let's talk about these delicious energy bites that are perfect for busy mornings. You can just leave them in the refrigerator, grab a few on your way out the door, and they will keep you satisfied and full all day long. So I'm going to start with 1 cup of rolled oats. This is just the old-fashioned oats. I'm going to add 1/2 cup of almond or peanut butter. I used almond and they turned out really good. I'm going to add 1/3 cup of honey, 1/4 cup of chia seeds. I'm going to add 1/2 cup of chocolate chips and then a teaspoon of vanilla. All you have to do is stir it up really well, get everything nice and combined. And then after you mix it all together, just take a tablespoon or maybe a tablespoon and a half of the mixture and roll it into a ball. Do this with all of them. It made about 13 balls whenever I put mine together, but you can make yours a little smaller for the little people in your family and then maybe make a couple bigger for the grown-ups. Either way, it's really simple to put together. Then just put it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes or so just to get them nice and set. After that time has elapsed, you can pull them back out, and what I did so that they wouldn't be really sticky and hard to deal with, I just cut some strips of parchment paper. I've recently learned that if you wet parchment paper, it becomes really flexible and it will mold to these balls and will give you a good, nice, full coverage so that you and the kids don't get a sticky mess all over your fingers while you're eating them. Then you can just throw the parchment paper away and it's super easy cleanup. I was really surprised at how good these energy bites turned out. Also, how simple it was to put them together. I mean, in less than 5 minutes, you can have this breakfast ready to go. You will have to wait for them to harden a little bit before you can roll them up, but I'm sure that you've got something that you can do for that 30 minutes of time while you're waiting. And I really think that your family is going to like them too. I've really been enjoying these and I hope that you will give them a try as well. I'm sure you have a recipe that is really good for early morning breakfast on a busy day, and I hope that you will share that with me down in the comments below. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're liking this kind of content, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving this video a like. That will really help it get to more people and help us to feed our family nourishing meals at the beginning of the year. For our last Make Ahead breakfast today, let's talk about these egg muffin cups. I know that high protein breakfasts are really important for a lot of people. It will keep us nice and satisfied throughout the morning, and I think these are a perfect way to start the day. I'm going to start with 6 eggs. I have learned that I can preserve my eggs from the summer by putting them in the freezer, so that's why they're already liquid in a mason jar. Just crack 6 fresh eggs and then add 1/4 cup of milk, some salt and pepper to taste. I added 1/2 cup of shredded cheese, and then I added 1/2 of a diced bell pepper. You can use whatever color of bell pepper you prefer. I'm going to add 1/4 cup of cherry tomatoes that I have chopped into quarters. And then I'm going to add about 1/2 cup of cooked bacon. You can also use sausage or ham, any kind of meat that you prefer. You also can just leave the meat out if you would like to do that as well. You can either use a silicone muffin liner or grease your muffin pan with butter or olive oil. Just make sure that you do something so that it doesn't stick so much to your pan. And then fill each of the muffins with as much as you can. It probably will end up to be about 1/2 cup of this mixture for each muffin. I baked mine in a 350-degree oven for about 15 minutes or so, just until they're nice and set. You can tell when they get to be fluffy. But these are a delicious addition to your busy morning. It's going to give you plenty of protein and plenty of energy for the day to come. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope that you have a wonderful week. Make sure to come back next week. And until then, I love you, and I will see you again next time.